Hello, it's Burgess Taylor, and I thought I was filming when I did that intro to May, but I was not. No. So I'm going to tell you what that cute quote says. Muggles have garden gnomes too, you know, Harry told Ron as they crossed the lawn. Yeah, I've seen those things they think are gnomes, said Ron, bent double with his head in a peony bush, like fat little Santa Clauses with fishing rods. It's from the Chamber of Secrets. I wanted to do a garden theme, thanks to one of my patrons who suggested that, but I wanted to do something a bit different. So I love gnomes. I've always loved gnomes. I did a gnome setup before, but I didn't want to just do gnomes again. So the garden theme sounded really good to me, and I wanted to add a little bit of touch of whimsy to it. So that's why I've done it the way that I've done it. I've done a bit of garden tools. This is my, what I'm calling my weather and field notes and stuff. I will be putting the weather on that calendar. I have a little section over to the side for field notes where I write down maybe where I went. And then on my daily pages, I will be recording either a picture or a drawing from every day that I walk outside. Even if it's raining or even if it's just to check the mail. My goal is to get outside every day, preferably to get outside to check the mail and to walk at least a mile, but I want to get some walking in. I'm trying to make better habits. I really want to work on healthier habits and better creative habits. So whenever I do things like walk, even if it's just walking around the block or walking a whole mile or 3, or just getting outside to check the mail, or getting outside and sitting in the backyard at the picnic table and having my coffee and listening to the birds and watching the birds in their bird bath and stuff. I really enjoy that time outside, and I wanted to document that. So that's one of my goals. I also have some moon stuff on there, and by the end of the month of May, I'm really hoping that this will be completely filled up with all kinds of good weather stuff. Now, May, we're probably going to get more rain. We've had a lot of rain this month, but April is the month of showers. And hopefully May will definitely be the month of flowers, although I have flowers now, and I'm really excited about it because I'm hoping to do some container gardening. Not a whole lot, just a few fruits and mostly veggies and a few herbs and maybe 1 or 2 little fruits. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe a couple of things. So I'm excited because this is all like fun for me. I used gouache. That's Karen Diash's gouache. I also used Jane Davenport watercolors, and I used some of my Daniel Smith watercolors. This is the Archer and Olive notebook. And so far, I did a review on it. So far, it's holding up pretty well. You do have to be kind of careful about how much water to paint ratio you have, because it doesn't like a whole lot of water. And I'm trying to get better at that. So this has actually been pretty fun for me and pretty interesting and a learning experience. There's a bit of a curve when you're getting used to new paper and a new journal. But I really found that the gouache worked well, and I liked it. It was bright and bold, and it felt good to be doing that. I did pretty well with the boots here. Not so well with the boots you'll see later, but I did pretty well with the boots here. Like I said, this was all for fun. I wasn't trying to have perfect. I went on Pinterest, and I went to some clip art that I have in Microsoft Word and in other places, some cartoon kind of stuff, and then I drew some stuff based on what I actually have in the yard. Some of my gardening tools I actually drew, so that was pretty fun. I changed up the wheelbarrow. You're going to see a couple of different ones, and that was fun. So I looked back at my page, and I'm drinking coffee while I do this because I'm actually watching the video to make sure that I get this right, because I don't want the voiceover to just be a voiceover, you know, like where I just talk about. Can do those. Those sometimes are more like sort of a podcast. Planning in the bullet journal, I guess it's not, well, it is and isn't planning. I'm also using the Hobonichi. and I haven't really set it up yet, but I'm going to. I've done a little bit in it, and then I will do a flip through of May's setup in it. If y'all would like, y'all let me know if y'all would like that. So I'm not doing a whole lot. The bullet journal is for like everything, whereas the Hobonichi is more for my personal stuff. So this page is my May log and my May focus. Like the focus is whatever projects I'm working on. The focus is also if I have like major things I need to do during the month, but they're not day specific or week specific, I'll put those there. I've changed up how I do that. So I only put like master to-do list stuff on this page if it's something that's not date specific. I'm going to be filling that in. I didn't leave myself a lot of room for the May log simply because I'm logging stuff in a bunch of different places and I didn't really need a whole lot of room. I will be having to write a little bit on the watercolor, but that's okay. I wanted to just have some fun with this. I didn't want to take it super serious. I wanted to have it very spring-like and fun and sort of whimsical and cartoony, and I wanted to practice drawing and watercoloring and getting used to the paper, but I didn't want to take myself so seriously that I spent a huge amount of time doing this, or I worried so much about it being perfect that I forgot to have fun, because sometimes that happens and I really wanted it to be fun. So I have a little snail and a bag of soil, a water hose with water spraying. I ended up changing the water spray a little bit. It ended up too blocky when I was done with it, so I went in later and changed it a bit, so now it looks like it's actually going to be spraying. I also added a cute little frog with a wink and some seeds for the garden and the shovel and just some different little tools. And this was doing this, figuring out how to kind of circle these pages like that was actually kind of fun. I am going to keep trying to do better with some of these spreads, but every time I do stuff in the bullet journal, I'm no longer going to be trying to make super serious artwork in this. It's really going to be all about having some fun and being playful and not taking myself super serious. Like I said, it's just about having fun and enjoying myself. I like this kind of whimsical stuff, and I really did enjoy using the gouache. Haven't used it in a while, and somebody asked me about it because I had done a review of it. It does smell a bit weird, especially when you first get it. It smells like art rooms from when I was in grade school, but I don't mind that smell. It brings back memories, and hopefully as I go through each month's setup, then you'll see improvement in not only my artwork and stuff like that, but in my setups actually as well, because I've been learning a lot since I've read Ryder Carroll's The Bullet Journal Method, and I've learned a lot about what I need from the Hobonichi as well as what I need from the bullet journal. I was having a bit of some issues with it. I talked about that in the video for the newsletter for April. And the Hobonichi's become very much a personal thing, like for reflection and for any bills and finances, that kind of stuff, for personal doctor appointments or things that are going on with the family and different things. And I'm doing some reflection at the end of the day journaling in that. I have changed things up a little bit, and I am using my bullet journal for some of the stuff that I was using in the Hobonichi. I pull an affirmation card every day, and it's a really good way to start my day with a positive bit of extra, so that it helps me stay focused on the positive, and to it's a bit of I do it after my meditation time, and I'm trying to kind of stick with this sort of savor kind of thing from the Miracle Morning, even though I'm not a morning person. I usually get up anywhere between 7 and 10 in the morning. Sometimes I'll sleep in until 11 if I haven't gotten very much sleep. But so I'm not like one of those 5 a.m. kind of people. Not going to be, unless I have to, because I'm just really not that big of a morning person. I do like getting up around 7 or 7:30 though. That's that's the prime time for me to get up, but like I said, sometimes I do sleep in. I'm having a lot of fun with the setups. I've been changing things. The setup that I did for April in this were a lot of flowers and a little bird and a little bunny rabbit, and then the weekly spread for this week, I actually did a little self-portrait. It was sort of cartoony, whimsical, but that was fun because right now it is Camp NaNoWriMo, and I wanted to I had me holding a cup of coffee. I'm having issues sometimes with what I'm doing in the two different weekly spreads, so I thought changing things up might be a good idea. Switching my focus. I wasn't going to do weekly spreads in the bullet journal, and then I changed my mind and decided it would be a good way to sort of round up things and say, okay, this is what I need to get done this week, and then having this is my focus for the week. This is what I need to do. This is what I can do. And I haven't set up the weekly thing for this coming, the first week of May technically. But I'm going to I haven't decided. I want to use a gnome. I think I'm going to do the gnome with a fishing rod, which I think will be fun. I just haven't found a gnome that I really want to do yet. I want to do I still want him to look a little bit like Santa Claus, like from the Harry Potter thing, but anyway, I hope I'm not talking too. I think sometimes, for me anyway, when I set up the bullet journal, for a long while I was trying to do what I thought was supposed to be in the bullet journal, what I thought I would need, what I thought based on what other people were doing, and then when I started reading the book, really got into it, I realized that, and I have tried and tried and tried, like habit trackers. The best thing for me is to keep up with things like on a daily basis, and then at the end of the week when I do my review, look at my daily pages and look at what I actually got done. Look at where I marked off how many glasses of water I drank, where I looked at how productive I was, like with my word count. Did I get writing done? Did I walk? Did I do the meditation? Did I do my stretches? What kind of mood was I in? I have, at the very beginning of the bullet journal, I have a year in pixel, which is regular, like, did I have a great day? Did I have a day? Did I have a pain day? Did I have a sad day? A sick day? You know, that kind of thing. It's just a how did my day go? You know. And then I have a pain tracker because I have fibromyalgia, arthritis, and tendonitis. So I have a pain tracker, and then I have an activity tracker. So the morning routine only. Did I do the morning routine and walk outside? Did I do my morning routine but walk inside? Did I do my morning routine and walk and like do plein air sketching? Did I do my morning routine and do errands and go walking? Or did I do my morning routine and do something else? And then my something else would be listed on my daily page. And then there's a one section for this activity tracker where I put nope, not today. And that's because I didn't do anything. So now when we get to this page that I'm on currently, this is my productivity tracker and my creativity tracker. And on the left, the productivity tracker is where I'm going to write down things I get done that day. It's sort of like the log, but it's 4 things I've actually gotten done. So it's the to-done list. Did I film? Did I edit? What was I working on? And then the creativity tracker, I actually used little seeds, little garden seeds, and then I put the little bee with the shovel, and I have for my creativity tracker, queen bee. Like I was the queen of creativity. You hear me? I did all kinds of stuff creative. The next one is focused bee. I was really focused. That was a very good focus day. Maybe I was creative. Maybe I got work done, but it wasn't necessarily super creative because this is a creativity tracker. And then the next one is busy bee. So maybe I was really busy, but I wasn't super creative, but I was busy. The next one is working bee. So busy bee could be home stuff. Working bee would be I was working on stuff, which is creative, but maybe I didn't finish everything. The next one is social bee. So I was being social. I was out and about. So depending. And then I have a lazy bee, and then an ADHD bee. Sad bee, anxious bee, and stressed bee. So I know if I'm stressed, I can look back on that productivity log that's right beside it, and I could go, oh, I bet you I didn't do anything creative that day, or I did a whole bunch creative. So sometimes the colors will be mixed. So that's why you see a lot of these have two different little pieces in the seeds for highlight, because I could actually be a working bee and be an anxious bee. So I could have both. I could be queen bee but be stressed bee. So maybe I was super creative but I was stressed out. And I think it's important because as somebody who has anxiety, depression, and ADHD, and creativity is what I do for my jobs, I need to know these things, and how productive I am is important to go on that. And then, you know, it'll tell me more about what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. I was looking at different things, and I found this lawnmower on something when I was looking for the garden tools, and then it was really funny, really cute. And then I found another picture that had a lawnmower, and the lawnmower had a piece of grass in its mouth. So I kind of combined quite a bit of clip art and stuff that I found either via Microsoft clip art or Googling clip art, and then Pinterest, and I found a bunch of different images. That bee looks very much like the Cheerios bee. I didn't get it from the Cheerios box exactly, but he does look quite a bit. I think I was watching the commercial when that came on, when the Cheerios commercial came on, and I saw the little bee, and I think that influenced that bee. But I hope that you've enjoyed this. I'm gonna wrap this up, because that's pretty much it. And I had a lot of fun doing this. I have some more about what is the other part for this. I'm going to be putting on the other channel for those of you who are interested. And then I will see y'all again soon with a weekly spread, and maybe over the weekend, or maybe via a post with pictures. I'll see how it goes. I know I'm behind with videos, so that's kind of why I wanted to do this a little bit. It's very chatty. And I hope that you've enjoyed it, and I hope that you had signed up for the newsletter. I'm going to check to see if anybody has signed up recently, and then I'll send the newsletter again before the end of April, before the before April is over, for those who hadn't had a chance to sign up, because I did just over the weekend of Easter, I think on Easter, early Easter mornings, when I sent the newsletter out. So if you haven't already signed up for the newsletter, the information is below for you to sign up. If you haven't already checked out Patreon, I'm there. They get a lot more personal content, and they get coffee chats and all kinds of good stuff to sell. A lot of the stuff that you see here, I just haven't. I've got a grandbaby coming in August, and we've been preparing for baby showers and stuff like that. So it's been really busy, y'all. Really busy. But I'll be doing content again. I'm hoping to do a live video Monday evening, so a coffee chat. I will see y'all again soon. Thanks for watching, y'all. Bye.